In this next video, we're going to look at our third form of or method to indicate a set, and we're going to look at set builder notation. This is generally the one out of the three that becomes a little bit more confusing, just because we have more symbols that are involved. So my goal here is to kind of break this down and show the different similarities that we have between our sets, and the notation we use and different ways that we can write these. So set A consists of the natural numbers less than 6. So we're going to start by naming our set. We put an equal sign, we put a brace, we put an X, we put a vertical line for a such that, we put another X. So all three of these answers in this example 7 are going to start with this notation. We always start by naming our set, saying it's a set of all X such that X, and then we're going to describe what's happening. Right? So to finish this off, A consists of the set of natural numbers. So since it's a natural number, we can use the element symbol and then the N. Throw a comma in there. Less than 6 means that X is less than 6. And then we're going to close this off. Okay. So set A consists of the natural numbers less than 6. This is another case where we actually could write our answer a couple of different ways. So I'm just going to include one more here. We could say that A is a set of all X such that X is a natural number and X is less than or equal to 5. That would be the same as being less than 6. So sometimes you might have some different options. You don't, again, necessarily need to come up with all of these options for all of these different problems, but you need to be able to recognize and pick out correct symbols that go with what the information that we're given. All right, set B, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So again, we're going to start off by naming our set, putting our X such that another X. Right. So here we don't have any words to go on, but we can look at this pattern of numbers and we can kind of start to formulate some ideas. These numbers 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20 are all natural numbers. So we're going to say that they're an element of n. Technically, their whole numbers are integers as well. So we could use those here, but I'm just going to go for natural numbers. What else do we notice about them? Notice that they are between 10 and 20 inclusive. So we're going to say 10 is less than or equal to X, which is less than or equal to 20. We saw this double less than in a previous example. What that means is that's the kind of boundaries for our X. Since we are including 10 and 20 in our set, we are going to put the equal sign underneath there. And then we're using commas to kind of separate our different pieces of information. The other thing looking at this list of numbers that we notice is that X is even. And so we're going to finish off our set that way. I always say that when we're working with our set builder notation, we want to use as many symbols as possible. So instead of writing out words like natural numbers, writing out words like less than, things like that, we're going to use symbols. We just have the X is even because we don't have any words to describe, or we don't have any good symbols, mathematical symbols used to describe that. All right, now set C is just slightly a little bit different. Set C consists of North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, and Antarctica. We're still going to start with the exact same beginning point. Set C is all X such that X. The only difference is here, notice that we don't have any numbers. So we're not going to have numbers and symbols in this one. What we're going to do here instead is we're going to just have a brief little description. So X is a continent. So if we are unable to use this, or if it's an example where we are looking at words or something else, we can definitely use descriptions for our set builder notation. Again, however, if we're doing some sort of mathematical set of numbers, we want to try to use as many symbols as possible.